One of the biggest issues with the health and fitness industry as it is that it's full of 6 to 8 to 12 week promises about you being able to get amazing transformations, change your life, and get lasting results. And the problem with that is that for most people from where they're starting at, that just isn't the case. It's not going to take 6 to 8 weeks to undo years and years of bad choices and a poor lifestyle. It's just not going to happen. And it also sets people up for an unrealistic expectation. And what happens invariably is that 4 weeks down the line, 5, 6 weeks down the line, when they realize that they're not going to get the changes that they thought they were going to get, they lose motivation and they stop completely. And this is a big problem, because you see the most successful people, the people that make the best transformations and lifestyle changes, are consistent over a 6, 7, 8 month period and beyond. It's something that they fall in love with and they continue to do. And that's where the issue is with these quick fixes that are 6 to 8 weeks long. They're just not enough time for people to lay down proper foundations to make these lasting transformations that they so desire. They just don't work. And you see that the most consistent people and the people that get the best results are the ones that realize that they're going in to this for the long haul, not just something that they're going to do for 6 weeks and then think, hey, I've changed my life, let's get on with something else. It just doesn't work like that. You have to put in the time and effort to develop these new habits, and quick fixes don't allow you to do this properly. One of the next things we see is that the people who get the best results find something that they enjoy doing. Now, getting healthier and getting fitter and creating a more sustainable lifestyle isn't about necessarily doing things you hate doing. If you don't enjoy running, don't run. If you'd rather play a game of squash or badminton or something along those lines, go ahead and do that. If you enjoy lifting weights, guess what? Do that. There isn't this one thing that you have to do in order to get results. And that seems to be portrayed quite often within the industry, and it's just not true. Sure, some things will get you better results than others, right? But that's not to say that you can't do things that you enjoy doing as well. It's about creating sustainability in the long run, and one of the best ways of doing that is to find something you enjoy doing and then do that more often. That's what you will find the most successful people, when it comes to any kind of transformational change, do. Now granted, there are going to be some times that you have to do things you don't enjoy doing. That's life, you have to suck that up. But if the majority of the time you're doing something you enjoy doing, don't you think that making a change in a more positive and healthier direction is going to be easier? It's just common sense. It's just working out and finding something that you potentially enjoy doing more and then doing more of that. The exercise that I'm performing now is something that I enjoy doing. It's a form of activity that I actually want to do. And because of that, I do it more often and I am able to be consistent at it. What you need to do is find things that you enjoy. In all seriousness, I think trial and error is king here. You need to try and find things that you enjoy doing whilst also balancing that with things that get results. And that's where hiring a coach or working with a program or finding your own way is very, very useful. But that's something that you've got to be prepared to put a bit of time, effort and commitment in if you want to develop consistent, healthier habits. It's not something that is just going to click. And starting 6 to 8 week programs is fine, providing you have the knowledge and realization that you're going to be in it for longer than that if you want to get the results you want. That's just the reality is, especially from where most people are starting from. You have to understand that results aren't just going to happen, and you aren't just going to magically drop 30 pounds in 8 weeks without time, effort and consistency. In fact, dropping 30 pounds in 8 weeks isn't healthy in the first place. So if you see adverts, things like that, you know, your bullshit-ometer should start to raise a little bit anyway. So realize that you can get good results and you can be consistent and you can develop good habits over a 6 to 8 week period. But what you do further on from that is really, really important, and it's not something you should forget about and neglect in the pursuit of short-term gain. Think about the big picture here. Think about your lifestyle as a whole. not just in a 6 to 8 week block.